Sucks when I want to do a video, then I see someone actually commenting saying something about what I did in the video. So apparently he wanted a review and commentary on the episode Carl Carlson Rides Again, and apparently that was mixed into Black History Month, folks. And I'm like, it was a good pro that you decided to actually finally give him something, but we had to go through messed up crap for us to actually get through this. I mean, the story of Carl Carlson is still really a messed up freaking haze, you know? Because first we got the idea that Carlson was raised in Springfield. He had Lenny Leonard, who actually was his best friend. He hung out with Homer and he hung out with Moe as kids. And then in high school, even though they are still friends, he still hung out with Lenny Leonard more than he hung out with Homer. But I mean, they kind of grew apart. It's like they had sectors of where it's like Barney Gumroll hung out with Homer and Moe is getting ready to become a bartender, I guess. Well, there's also notions of where he actually might have been working at a summer camp too. Anyways, eventually we get told that Carl Carlson actually does have a sister, and Lenny Leonard actually has a sister as well. They both have sisters, and they both dated each other's sisters. And it's kind of funny where Carl Carlson's sister kind of proposed to Lenny, and he ditched. That's the last time we saw his sister, which I guess you could chalk it up at being like, oh, they were just being funny, you know? Funny to actually have sisters and stuff, but it's like, hey, you put into sisters, you're gonna have to make sure it works, man. Which they did, but then they decided to actually do something crazy, which wrecks their relationship and everything, to show and reveal that Carl is not their friend. They're just people who they drink with. And it's like, and I know people are like, oh, but it changes. It's like, oh, the continuity, different universes. But let's just say it point blank that this is a whole entire universe in itself, that all the episodes are glued together. Then that means that the time they were spending summer camp, the time they actually spent summer together, the time in high school, all those, Carl was just putting up a front. He didn't really consider them friends. He's just someone he hang out with them. That's it. And he rocked them to the core, trying to figure out, hey, are we really friends, or are we just drinking buddies and you're just our bartender? Which it gets very shaky. And we get revealed that he actually, from all the way to adulthood, because we have to forget the fact that he actually went to high school with Homer and Lenny, and the fact of, he was in Iceland. From 0 all the way to 18 or more, he went to Iceland. Then eventually came Springfield, and he worked at the power plant. That's the new freaking story that they came up with. Why? That's the messed up part of why. Why did you want to wreck their relationship, this friendship, hardcore, to do this crap? It's like, we're going to new perspectives, like, they make a new character. You know, why not pick freaking Moe doing it? It would have been cool Moe was doing that backstab, which many people thought Moe would backstab. Many people thought Homer would backstab. But it would have been cool if Moe did it. And we get to see Moe's motherland, which is Mamma Mia. Which I kind of forgot what it was. But either way, it's like, it would have been cool that Moe went to his homeland, even though we did have an episode years later to show what his dad does. We don't know what his mom is still, and he has a brother and sister. We got to see that part, but we didn't actually get to see, like, real Carl. It's like, this one deserved to get thrown in the trash, really. But sadly, even though it got thrown in the trash, Carl Carlson Rides Again decided to bring it back. It's continuity with that episode. He wants to learn about his freaking past. Cool. And he finds out that his great-great-grandfather is a black cowboy. That's all it was. That's all it is in. It's like, oh, this is the Black History Month. We want to hear Black History Moment. That's the Black History Moment. He's a black freaking cowboy descendant. His ancestor was a black cowboy, and he thought that if that runs through my veins, then I'm able to do the same thing too, just to prove that I'm black, just to prove that I'm actually a part of the black culture. And he got himself hurt. You want that to be the black moment, the black history moment. That's all he got. That's all that was mentioned in this episode. There was no full ayo, ba-da-da-da-yo. No, if you think that's messed up, I got that from freaking Arthur when they were showing that Brain actually celebrates Kwanzaa. And we don't even want to get started when I think about Kwanzaa. We don't even want to get started on this. The fact of where it's like, hey, I know we've been oppressed. I know the Jewish people have been oppressed, but it's messed up if we try to copy what the Jewish people did, though. That's messed up, okay? It's like, yeah, but there's 8 days of Kwanzaa, 8 nights of Kwanzaa, and there's 7 days of Hanukkah. It's like, I think there's 8 days in Hanukkah, too. So, yeah, you see that it's kind of like a big ripoff, and it's like, dude actually made Kwanzaa. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is your damn problem? What the fuck is your damn ass problem? Dude, only white people steal shit. Sorry to be a jerk, but it's like only white people steal shit. We don't supposed to steal shit. And it's like this guy right there is like, I made a holiday. It's like, it seems too close to freaking Hanukkah. And we got candles. And we got something that's like a menorah. That's messed the fuck up. And that's the real reason why I don't want to even do Kwanzaa. Nope. We're not doing Kwanzaa. Not to mention, also, we don't supposed to go to stores. We're supposed to make our stuff too, kind of. So, again, we're ripping off Hanukkah. And they seem pretty damn similar to say, too. So it's like, what the megaton fuck is wrong with you? It's like, if I was able to be born the same time you did it, and I was actually a decent age, I would definitely pimp slap you in the back of the head. Psh! We don't need to do that, and we don't need to rip off other people's freaking culture. Not to mention theirs is very, 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 very religious. Like, seriously, it's in the Bible, and definitely in the Catholic Bible. You just made it for some stupid, dumbass reason to be like Black Power, but it's like, dude. And look, it's even funny where it's like, look, Juneteenth is kicking Kwanzaa's ass, by the way. Juneteenth is kicking Kwanzaa's ass. So it's like, why the fuck Kwanzaa even exists if you could have just spin off Juneteenth instead of Kwanzaa, you dumb bastard. It's like, shoot. Yeah, and then the people who actually supports Kwanzaa and stuff will comment down below and say how much I suck. And it's like, dude, again, don't take from other freaking culture shit. That's the white people stuff. It's like, seriously, don't take from any other culture. We have our own culture. We don't need to steal from other cultures. I don't care if you even say that we were inspired from them. That don't mean crap. And Juneteenth came like a few years ago, and Kwanzaa's been here since like the 80s or 70s. Kwanzaa got kicked in the ass. Really seriously kicked in the ass. There's no Kwanzaa section in freaking any Halloween holiday store. So it's like, dude, Kwanzaa just don't deserve to exist at all. Yes, like, fuck you. Anyways, that's about it. The only other thing that you could say about Carl Carlson Rides Again, it just shows what the black people have to do, what black people sometimes suffer with. That sometimes you gotta be down. You gotta freaking, change your look and crap. It's like, I forgot what movie did it. It's like, what movie was it? I think it was a movie with that one girl. That movie with that one girl that changed a preppy dude, a smart guy, into, something dank down dirty. But it's like, yeah, this just shows you the pinnacle of, he doesn't want to seem white. He doesn't seem like an Oreo. That's what the term's called. I got labeled that a few times too. Well, at least once I did. So He decided to actually change his look, change his style to actually represent what is of the culture, what is of the common look of a black man. The sad part is that it wasn't him. Okay, it wasn't freaking him. At least when Apu tried to do it, which, yeah, it's like, we're not going to get into that because apparently we can't. Apu actually just tried styles to see what actually is like him. And that was cool that he was doing that. And he was doing it just because of his own free will versus with Carl here. He did it to try to impress her, which she was okay with the way you were, man. Yeah, but as soon as she did that talk of being like, hey, you're being a poser and crap, it's like, Not to mention there is a black AME Zion church in Springfield, and he was in there. I didn't see her ass in there. Oh, but of course, this is before she was even made or thought up of. But I bet chances are if we're looking AME Zion now, she's in there. But still, though, it's like, he is black enough to go there. But yeah, for her to just tear him off the fact of how he's being poser as a black person, it's like, yeah, that does hurt. It's like, that definitely hurt. But we all deal with the struggle in different ways. As for her, yeah, she's dealing with the struggle being in a black business. He's dealing with the struggle of just walking around being black, which many of us do. It's like, many of us definitely do. But anyways, what exactly were you looking for in the freaking damn episode? The episode was cut and dry. There is no Black History segment bullcrap. No offense. Segment bullcrap in the freaking episode. All it was just giving him something in the background of, oh, well, he was a cowboy. That's why he got that buckle on. It's like, well, at least they gave us the buckle. At least they gave us a history of the buckle. But it still actually is rooted within him being from Iceland. Yeah. And his sister's nowhere to be found. It's like, the dude's like, oh, you complained about it. It's like, I didn't only complain, I gave a solution. I gave them a new version of the episode that fucking would help. That's what I did. I didn't only complain. I didn't only just give you questions and my issues with it. Unlike dumbass over there with the problem with Apu. The problem with Apu. It's like, no, I gave you solutions. The solution is that his sister actually did some digging. His sister was with him. His sister edged him on and said, hey, look up our family, or hey, let's look up our family together, or something like that. And can add some little ad lib to actually show that, hey, she's the one who actually brought him to America, or hey, she stuck with his sister for a bit and then they had a rough relationship, but hey, from time to time they patched it up. I'm just saying that continuity can be fixed, and this episode could have actually been more warming to the heart versus this crap of where it's like, oh, he's all alone. He came from Iceland. He needs to learn about his culture. And they didn't even tell him about his mom and dad either. That's the sad part. Where it's like, they didn't even tell him about his parents. It's like, y'all know that show doesn't do that. But it's like, it would have been bonus tops to be like, yeah, and your parents did this, and your mom did this, your dad did that. None of that crap. Of course, you know that they most likely are fucking dead. So, would be kind of nice to actually be like, oh, they actually were, civil rights leaders, or they helped in the civil rights and they got killed doing it. That would have been cool, right? That would have been cool. That would have been a brand new thing to do. But instead, no, cowboy. Yeah, there's really nothing in this freaking episode I could actually tell you that's like, oh, the Black History segment. It's like, it was just a small little thing. It was more about black culture and trying to be a part of black culture. And you can push too much to the point of where it's like you're a poser versus you're black. And also just the fact of being yourself, because why in the world you change yourself if you should be yourself? That's what you should kind of actually do.
Cops in Springfield.
Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops.
All right, boys.